Hello everyone, welcome to the third part of the chapter Human Eye and the Colorful World. Here we will be discussing about refraction of light through a glass prism and atmospheric refraction. First of all, glass prism is a transparent object that is made up of two triangular ends and three rectangular sides or faces. The angle between its opposite faces is called angle of prism. So the triangular glass prism is usually called the glass prism and sometimes even called just a prism. Now refraction through the glass prism. Now as you can see in the figure, there is an incident ray, then the light is being getted refracted and then emergent ray comes out. So you can notice that the incident ray and the emergent ray, they are not parallel. As in the glass slab one, we were having parallel emergent ray as well as the original ray path. But right now it's not parallel. So as you can see, AB is the incident ray, is going from air into the glass, then it bends towards the normal BN dash and goes along the direction of BC inside the glass prism. So BC is the refracted ray, we can say, that is, it bends towards the base QR of the prism. Now when the ray of light BC travel in the glass prism, it is coming out through a point C. So refraction is again taking place. BC is going from glass into air, so it bends away from the normal. Same phenomena lag raha hai is pe. So when a ray of light passes through a prism, it bends towards the base of the prism. In other words, we can say when a ray of light passes through a prism, it bends towards the thicker part of the prism. And the angle between the incident and emergent ray is your angle of deviation, which I have marked it. Now let's move further. Next we have dispersion of light. Now do you know what a spectrum is? It is a band of 7 colors. Which 7 colors? These are your rainbow colors which are formed on a screen when a beam of white light is passed through a glass prism. So what actually dispersion of light means? It is splitting of white light into 7 colors on passing through a transparent medium like a glass prism. And white light is a mixture of 7 colors. So why does this dispersion occurs? It occurs because color of the white light travel at different speed through the glass prism. So overall we can say when white light consisting of 7 colors falls on a glass prism, each color in it is refracted or deviated by a different angle, with the result that 7 colors are spread out to form a spectrum. The red color is deviated the least and the violet color is deviated the maximum. But as you know, red color has a greater wavelength, that is why it is deviated least. So we can say angle of deviation is inversely proportional to the wavelength. Just see in the figure. Next is recombination of spectrum colors to give white light. Now as a prism deviate a white light to the 7 colors. So when we recombine a prism, it again by recombining these 7 colors, it can give a white light. How? First, a prism has separated the white light into 7 colors, but the second prism receives all the 7 colors from the first prism and recombines them into original white beam of light which falls on the screen S. So the recombination of 7 colors produced by the first prism is due to the fact that the second prism has been placed in a reversed position, due to which the refraction produced by the second prism is equal and opposite to that produced by the first prism. Further, let's take a case of rainbow. It is the arc of 7 colors visible in the sky, which is produced by the dispersion of sun's light by raindrops in the atmosphere. But how is it so? The raindrops in the atmosphere act like many small prism. As white light sunlight enters and leaves these raindrops, the various colored rays present in the white light are refracted by different amounts, due to which an arc of 7 colors called rainbow is formed in the sky. The formation of the rainbow can be explained with the help of a diagram, which I have already shown. So you can say a ray A of white sunlight AB enters the raindrop at point B and undergoes refraction and dispersion to form a spectrum. So this spectrum undergoes total internal reflection, that is TIR, at a point C within the drop, and finally refracted out of the raindrop at point D takes place. So this spectrum produced by the raindrops in the atmosphere is seen from the earth. That is, the red color of the spectrum appears at the top of the rainbow, whereas the violet colors appear at its bottom. So rainbow can be learned with a term VIBGYOR. So this question is usually asked in the exams to make a rainbow and to explain the formation of rainbow with the help of a diagram. Now let's discuss about atmospheric refraction. It is caused by Earth's atmosphere having air layers of various optical densities. Now some of the optical phenomena in nature, such as twinkling of stars seem higher than they are actually is, and advanced sunrise and delayed sunset. We will be discussing these three phenomena also. And do you know why are they are so? They are due to refraction only. So let's discuss these cases one by one. First we talk about twinkling of stars. This is due to the fact that the continuously changing atmosphere refracts the light from the stars by different amount from one movement to the next. So the starlight reaching our eyes increases and decreases continuously due to the atmospheric refraction, and therefore the star appears to twinkle at night. So you might have noticed star twinkle at night, but planets do not twinkle at all. Why is it so? The continuously changing atmosphere is able to cause variation in the light coming from a point-sized star. That is due to refraction. So because of which the star appears to be twinkling. But on the other hand, the continuously changing atmosphere is unable to cause variation in the light coming from a big sized, because of which the planets do not twinkle at all. Now let's move to the second case. That is, the stars seem higher than they actually are. It is again due to atmospheric refraction, means air higher up in the sky is rarer, but near the earth it's denser. So as the light from a star comes down, dense air bends the light more. So due to refraction of star's light, star appears to be at the higher position. Our nearest star, the sun, also seems higher than it actually is. It is also due to atmospheric refraction. Now let's move to the third one. Advanced sunrise and delayed sunset. Why is it so? When the sun is slightly below the horizon, then sun's light coming from less dense air to the more dense air is refracted downwards. Because of this atmospheric refraction, sun appears to be raised above the horizon when actually it is slightly below the horizon. There is another fact also, that due to atmospheric refraction, we can still see the sun for about 2 minutes even after the sun has set below horizon. So we can say time for sunrise to sunset is lengthened by 2 plus 2, that is 4 minutes, because of the atmospheric refraction. So this was all about this video. Thank you so much.